That's now almost 19 years later, and we're still seeking that justice here in Portland. But ours is not the only city that suffers from police misconduct. In fact, shootings in Oregon are up to double what they were last year. And let's not even talk about what's going up in the north in Vancouver. Up in Seattle, they've been protesting an August 30 shooting of a Native American woodcarver, John Williams, who police said had a knife. Down in Los Angeles, the streets have erupted again after the police killed a Guatemalan day laborer, Manuel Jimenez, who also allegedly had a knife. With the rounds of shootings, we've also seen a little bit of hope for the police accountability movement, the justice movement here in Portland and around the country. In New York, the family of Sean Bell, who was shot 19 times by police on the eve before his wedding in 2006, was recently awarded over $3 million as part of a $7 million settlement for the case. Bell was African American. In Oakland, the officer who shot and killed Oscar Grant point blank on a train platform was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. He faces 2 to 12 years in prison. Yeah. Grant was also African American. While this is not necessarily the justice we all hope for, we are making similar small strides here in Portland. The family of James Chessie Jr., a man with a mental illness who was beaten to death by police in 2006, was just awarded $1.6 million in a settlement with the city, the largest in the city's history. The officers... Right, it's not enough. The officers who shot Aaron Campbell, a distraught African American who was unarmed in the back, are facing termination and unpaid leave. Yeah. The AMA Coalition for Justice and Police Reform can also claim some victory. Movement towards 2 of the coalition's goals, which you have on the handouts with you today. First, the Independent Police Review Division, also called the IPR, was strengthened considerably by City Council in March. Demand number 2 calls for strengthening the IPR and its Citizen Review Committee by adding the power to compel officer testimony. That power was added, but the IPR can't yet question the officers directly in misconduct investigations. First, the police union contract has to be changed to let somebody who is not with the police conduct the investigation. We have an opportunity to get the city to change this part of the contract now. Next meeting to negotiate the contract is October 1, and as Joanne said, is open to the public. Show up and show that you care, and tell council we want independent oversight of the police. Yeah. And there are also more changes on the way to the review board. A report was generated by community groups and city employees that work together, and they asked for a stronger review board, and that report's going to council sometime in the next few weeks. We need to keep up that pressure for real oversight. Okay, second, coalition demand number 3 calls for a review of training and policies with civilian participation. The chief has told us the Bureau will change from a fear-based training model to one encouraging competence and confidence. I think that's a good idea. But we haven't had any invitations for the public to be part of that training. The good news is the city's 2 police review boards will be getting training about police policies in public in city council chambers for 5 weeks starting Tuesday, October 5. The first session will be all about the use of force and the use of deadly force. So we got to pack those chambers and watch their training, and we'll be strengthened with the knowledge of exactly what it is we want changed. So come on down, October 5, we got to pack the city council chambers. Keep on keeping on. We know the road is long. I know I'm not a preacher, but I know that change is coming. All right? What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now.